guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are here with another game review. We're going to be looking here at Dragon Champions. It's a Call of War, and this is basically another one of those games where you have heroes and you can summon them and get them started up and all that other stuff. Now, this game is basically a mix of a lot of games that I've played. Most notably would be that new Lord of the Rings game, except this is a much better version of that game. That game was a little bit wonky when it first started. It does have some aspects of World of Warcraft as far as how the characters look, and some Raid Shadow Legends and some other games that are out there. It's a big mix. So let's take a look at it and see what it's all about. So the heroes, essentially, just like everything else, you can upgrade their rank from, uncommon, basically all the way down here. We'll show you. So gray all the way into green and then into blue. And I'm assuming eventually we will be pushing our heroes into purple and yellow. And you get more skills as you level up your heroes. Basically, you get a hero, you level them up. There's books that you get to give them EXP, and you get them little levels right here. They do have runes right here. We have unlocked. See, you can do different sets. So there's like 20% HP, armor, there's crit damage, regular damage, all kinds of stuff. And then you can upgrade each rune separately to get new stats on each rune. And eventually, you have a very strong hero. Now, we've been playing this game for about, I'm going to say, probably 6 or 7 days now. So we're moving along pretty well. You do get a reasonable amount of heroes that you can star up. Darien is one of the heroes you get right in the beginning. I believe he's actually the first hero you get, and he's still very relevant even now that we've been playing him. And granted, it's only been 7 days, but he's still usable. He's got really good skills, and I would highly recommend building him. He's in some of the quests that you have to do as far as tournaments and things like that that you need to use him for. That's the thing about this game. Every hero is useful in this game. It's not like, I mean, yeah, there's going to be heroes that are better to get through certain content, but every hero is useful because you need to build them all. That's probably the closest thing I could say would be Star Wars Galaxies to this game because of the setup, like where you need there's two separate things like light and dark side. This has order and clan, so they're the same exact thing, just named differently. But there's tons of different heroes. They're all really cool, and you can get pieces of most of these heroes pretty easily. Easier than you would think. Not like super easy. It's not like, oh, you log in and all of a sudden you got a bunch of 7 stars, but you can definitely get some really cool heroes just from playing. And every time you level up, after a certain point, you're basically getting a new hero every single time that you level up because they give you 10 shards of every hero. But yeah, then it's up to you to figure out how to get them. There's tons of shops. As you can see, there's plenty of cool heroes here. Most of them are kind of interesting. It's not like they're all boring. They all have very specific skills. Some of them are cooler than others. She actually looks like a hero from another game that I remember. But yeah, it's very Warcraft, very um, yeah, it's like there's also what it remind me of. What's that game? Torchlight, like that kind of graphics. That's what it kind of reminds me of. There's like little pigs in here. I'll show you those guys too because they're actually kind of funny. I think we actually might have gotten one. Yeah, we got one pig so far, and it's these guys, Archie and Roe, basically Archiro. See, so these guys are your archers. They have really cool. They're pretty badass looking piggies. Other than that, there's the gear. So you level up their gear, and once you get the level up, you upgrade their progress here, and this little shield here turns green, blue, and all that. That's how you upgrade their skills and stuff. Well, not upgrade their skill. Well, you know what? Every time you get to a new area, you unlock a new skill. So that's why these guys are here. Now, this guy, Freezard, he's a paid hero that you have to spend money to get in the beginning. Well, you don't have to, but you should. Um, not should. That was the wrong word. He's a hero you can spend real money, like actual real money in the game, to buy right off the cuff. He's like your first purchase hero. However, the fun part is you can get his pieces from a tournament, and there's a shop that you can spend the in-game currency on, and you don't even need to buy him. So that's the best part, and that's why we have him at 4 star. It's because we were able to build him without spending money. So it's kind of nice. And I'll show you that in a second. And then other than that, that's basically most of the heroes. Just so you can kind of see like the general idea. There's plenty of shops in this game, like plenty. You unlock a ton. So there's chests here that you get keys for just from playing the game, and you can unlock heroes up to 230 pieces. So they would go in here. So up to 230 pieces. I've never gotten that, but yeah, you can if you do summon. I didn't summon any of these chests to get him to 4 star. We bought him from things and got him from tournaments. So there's the market where you can buy literally 5 pieces of any hero you want that pop up randomly in the shop. tournaments. You can buy stuff from here. This is basically like your arena and thing like that. You got Guild Shop where you do tournaments and things, and you do quests, and you get these coins, and you can buy armors and piece like that. I would probably just focus on the heroes. I think I've been focusing on Revol because he's a pretty cool looking hero. There's the Rune Shop, which is all just paid for with gold. You can buy different runes that pop up in here. There's the Tower where you can get heroes. I mean, as you can see, there's plenty of areas. This is the arena. There's plenty of places where you can buy heroes and buy pieces to get heroes. So yeah, eventually you will be able to pretty much get most of the heroes that you want. I mean, it's not going to be too hard. As far as everything else goes, there is campaign, like I said. You've got Dawn, which is essentially the original version. We're going to go in and fight stage one just because so you can see the deal. So basically, you can only bring order heroes into this fight. All right, so these are the order heroes we're bringing. We are 20,000 power. We're actually moving up pretty quickly here. You start off at like 2 or 3,000 power, and you're like, wow, I'm like strong now, even though you're not really that strong. So we're gonna skip this. Apparently, it shows this every time. You can fast forward fights, and what I mean by that is you can skip them, and there's no team, not team. There's no like tickets to do it. You literally can just do it at any time as long as you have the energy to do it. You can do it. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. My team's a little bit stronger than this team, obviously, so they're going to probably wreck them pretty quickly. Look at that. Oh my God. This dude is so good, Freezard. We just got him to 4-star, actually, so that's why he's probably doing a lot more damage than he was before. We're trying to work on getting this guy here, this little assassin guy. We're trying to work on him to 3-star to get him a little bit stronger. Outside of Freezard, everyone in this team is the original team that you get in the game. So they work just fine. You just got to level them up. That's basically how everything in this game works. Just level your heroes up, spend some time. You may have to stop for a little bit. Then there is the order. I mean, there's a clan. So that's when you use the red heroes. All right. So we're going to be using them in here. So we'll go to stage one, battle. This is my team as of this second. Actually, no, we're going to pull some out. So essentially, what we did was we kept the healer here. We brought in her because she's a much better healer. And then we're going to take this guy out and bring her in. Now, she's really good once you get her, this Archer girl. She's kind of a tank, but kind of not. Actually, we're going to move these guys to the back. We want her up front. Nope, stop. Get out of here. We want her to the back and apparently I keep clicking. There you go. She's actually a tank damage dealer. She summons a bear, and the bear taunts people, and the bear can keep getting summoned. So even if the bear dies, you can bring him back. So kind of cool. This girl right here, Rantha. So when you get her, definitely build her. She is really good. There you go. See his little bear popped up. So that's a really good hero for the clan set. But yeah, they can do pretty much any area. It's kind of nice. You can do both. And then there's the rune section where you can use any hero you want. And that's where you kind of can shine. Like I said, exactly like Star Wars Galaxies. This is not something very new in that sense. There's pretty much all the things that you've seen from every other game. They just decided to throw it all together into one game. All right, let's get out of here. And if you're looking for content, look no further. This game has a lot of content. Just remember, this game did come out in 2019. It does seem to be pretty still well populated. There's a lot of people playing the tournaments, the guild, all that stuff seem to be pretty active still, which is weird. And I just randomly joined one. So maybe I don't know if I got lucky or not, but the game's been out for a while and they're still doing stuff in here. So that's kind of cool. So we've got our chests, like I said, you can get those there. There's the shop we showed you. There's events, which is basically stuff that happens. You can it's either stuff that you trigger. See, we spent energy, so we get this hero. So you just collect it. Sometimes it's actually a fight. So like this one, we would have to actually do a battle, and we have to bring in specific heroes. And this is why I was saying that it's very Star Wars. Like you need certain heroes to do certain things, so you're going to have to eventually level up every hero. This fight we're probably not going to win, so we're not going to do it because our heroes are too low level right now. And then you've got there's plenty of, look at this. There's tons and tons of things. Here we go. Daily login. See, you get pieces of freeze art just for logging in. So don't think you have to spend money to get him. Just wait. Just wait. And the fun thing is that in the beginning, on the first few days, there's a tournament where you can spend your pieces, 1,000 of the in-game currency, and you can get 10 pieces of him, your assassin, and the archer. So I just did all three. I did them twice, and it got me more pieces of him, and we got him to 4-star. So that actually works pretty well. But then there's legendary ones like all these guys where you need specific heroes. See, you have to have these heroes leveled in order to fight in here to get this hero. So yeah, you can unlock really cool heroes down the road. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. My bad. We're gonna have to wait to reload. I was like, whoops, I clicked back out of the game. We're gonna go into Quantum Dragon Champions. But yeah, you can basically will be able to get um as as many heroes as you want. You can get whichever heroes you want. That's the best part about this game. It's like there's no like real limit on the heroes you can get. It's kind of cool. Like I wish it was like, I wish I could say that there was like, oh, there's a hero you can't get unless you. I was like, no, it seems like every single hero is at least somewhat available to get from anything. So we've got chests. So here we go. We got free chests. What do we got? What do we got? Here we go. Common chest. I haven't even seen that. Oh, look, so we can get heroes from this. We got keys for it. Boom. There you go. Free stuff. I need the EXP gets really hard. So that was events. Tournaments are basically just random things that happen. Most of them so far have been fights. So you have to like fight people with different heroes. So when you register, you can only register certain heroes. So like when we go into this fight, we're gonna do I don't know. We'll go to the lowest fight just so it doesn't take forever. Here we go. 11,000. Now you can only bring in certain heroes. All right. So I can't bring in some of my other heroes that I have. Like I can't bring Freezer into here. So this is the team that we're going to use. So you will have to use different heroes, and then you just go in and fight, and you get rewards and stuff. You can get hero stones, you can get all kinds of stuff. You get rewards. You can click through and not wait for this. There you go, boom, and then we come in here and pop away. The runes are pretty cool. There's a shield set stat, which I haven't seen before. So you don't even need a shield set in order to get a shield on a hero. You actually get stats that say shield, and it'll say percentage increase of shield, or it will say shield like 1,000 HP, which basically means you get 1,000 HP shield just for equipping that gear. So even if it's an attack piece, you can get a shield on it, which is pretty interesting. So I actually like that. We tried to get shield on everybody, at least by main team. They all have a shield because we want them to not die in the first round. Because I've noticed that these enemies like to kill your healer right before your tank can get his taunt off. So basically, the shield's kind of nice. You just make sure you equip each hero with a shield set piece, and you're good. Not set, shield stat piece. And there you go. We won the tournament. See, and if you do 4 fights, we achieve these pieces, and you can get this hero. So we can start getting pieces for that hero, which is kind of nice, just by doing stuff in here and fighting tournaments. So that's kind of cool. And there's tons of different tournaments. Like there was like 3 running at once before, and at the end of it, you get a bunch of uh, rewards. You get stones, you get all kinds of stuff for beating them or just ranking in them, which is nice. Expeditions, basically, you get stones. There you go. You send your heroes, and you have to have enough heroes to do it. Obviously, we've completed a few right here, and then there you go. We got more stones for him. We're gonna look for the good ones that we like. Here we go. We want more of him, so we're gonna hit X there. There you go, expedition, and hit enter auto, and there you go. 16,000. You have to have a certain team power to do it. Hit send, and that's it. You just wait. These are just little waiting things. Is there anyone good here? We like you. Let's see. Expedition. We're gonna keep them going. Send. And we'll do this one, expedition auto send. Sometimes you run out of heroes. Okay, that one's still going. This one, maybe. Expedition, yeah, we want her. We don't have enough. So now that we don't have enough power, we can't do it. So we just wait for those to finish, and then we come back in and set the other one. So it's a passive way of getting heroes. There's guild raids. Basically, there's 3 different ones. We haven't done the depths of black machinery yet. There is the sentient spores. So we're just going to use the heroes team that we have. And the bosses are actually kind of interesting looking. They're pretty cool. I haven't had a problem as far as like, design. They look interesting. This is like a rhinoceros with a ghost in his mouth. So yeah, and he shoots out a bunch of spores. So that's kind of cool. He looks like there's a ghost from this old school PlayStation game I used to play, and there was a ghost that would follow you around. I guess that ghost also could be considered like the ghost from what is that, Black Desert? I think it's Black Desert that has the little ghost that follows you around. That's what he looks like. He's just like a little ghosty. There you go, in the mouth of this guy. Um, Essentially, I'm going to assume this guy will eventually require AOE damage because he's got a lot of ads with him, and they keep coming back, and eventually they just rock your world. There you go. He's killing my tank. That's when you know you've gone far enough. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Now all these little mushrooms are going to kill everyone on my team. There you go. They're dead. Look at that. One mushroom wiped them out. And see, we got pig pieces, we got armor, we got gear, we got slots to upgrade our skills. So there's all kinds of stuff that you get from here. And then there's the dragon, I believe, right? Let me see if he's still open. Let's get out of here. Sentient spores. Here we go. Erox madness. So this is, oh yeah, that's right. So basically you have to kill everybody. You kill these I guess you can call them guards, and then eventually you will fight the actual dragon. So we're gonna bring in my main team. Heroes. There we go. And we will battle it out. And now you get to see the other dragon, which actually I think they were fighting him when we first started. This is the dragon I think you see in the tutorial. So now you actually get to fight him for real. Very, very, very World of Warcraft kind of stuff, man. Like the graphics, everything about it is just ripped straight out of that. It looks like. Um, but it's actually one of the more fun games that I've played. I can't say that it's bad. I really thought I was going to hate this game, but surprisingly enough, it's so easy to play, and it's just there's just so much to do. So it's but you're not like it doesn't feel like you're locked into doing stuff. I mean, yeah, if you want to do everything in the game, you're going to be playing the game all day, but you don't have to be locked into everything. You can literally just log in, fight some guild battles, do some tournaments, and then if you're not in the mood to play, just waste all your energy on auto battles and leveling your heroes. That's it. Like just take a couple heroes and be like, all right, maybe we'll gear up this hero today. You know what I mean? And just do that, and then use the EXP to level up your main team so that you can continue in the other areas. And that's it. That's basically what you'll be doing all day. You'll go in, get as many pieces as you can for as many heroes as you can. There you go. Dragon kicked my ass. What do we do? How much damage? 27%. We did 38,000 damage. That's good. I'll take it. I'm sure people do 2 million damage, but we're not that team. All right, and then you do get rewards every day from clan, which is nice. So that's guild battles, challenges. Challenges are essentially just I'm not going to fight them, but they're just regular stuff where you can get pieces of gear and rune stuff and all those things. Say we get gear just for doing it, you get 3 turns every time. This is exactly the same as challenges from Star Wars Galaxies. So yeah, you just go in there and you get some gear every single day. It changes. The guild we already did. There's not much in there, I think. There's not much to show here. It's just your rankings, and then you go in and do your guild battles, which is right here, guild raids. There's the arena, which is essentially just what it looks like. You go in and you fight someone. There you go. I don't think we've been doing this as much. We just unlocked it. And also, just like Star Wars, which is the only downside I could say about this game, is that they have a damn 10-minute timer on the frickin' arena. So as soon as you fight one time, you got to wait 10 minutes to fight again. And I think that is the stupidest thing that anyone ever put in a game. Like, what the hell were you thinking with that? Like, why do we need to wait 10 minutes to fight people? Like, just let us use our fights. Give us 5 fights a day. We can do that and then leave. That's it. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to wait. Like, honestly, it just makes people not fight in the arena. It's like, all right, I did my fight. Do I want to spend money or waste 10 minutes? No, I'll just log off and go play a different game for 10 minutes and probably forget this gameplay was here. So that's why I hate that. Enough of a rant. All right. Other than that, we've got the tower, which is fun. So basically, this is just a tower you fight other players all the way up to, I believe it's stage 12 on normal at least. You can go into hard mode. Um, but yeah, essentially it's just a tower. You go in, you get rewards every day. You can get some cool stuff from doing this. And there's a bunch of fights that you can do. It does get hard sometimes if you come up against a team randomly that is really strong, then it may stop your progress for that day, and I've had that happen already, so it does happen. So just basically get what you can out of it. The first few fights are usually pretty easy, like you just saw, but if you get a team, there we go. Look, we got a stone from that. We got some tower coins. We got some exp. It's all free stuff. You know what I mean? Whatever you can get out of here is what you can get out of here, and if you get to the top, I believe you get um, more points, and then you can reset it every day. So we will be probably finishing this out pretty soon. You can auto fight this apparently. One normal tower run complete 49 more to unlock. So you got to do this 50 times to unlock auto battle, which is a little weird. Um, but yeah, as you can see, there's still more coming. Look at this. There's battlegrounds at level 40. There's this here. There's all kinds of stuff to do in this. More events are going to open up. More stuff is going to open up eventually. There's achievements here where you can get, every day just for doing stuff. There's daily quests where you get EXP to level up so you can level up your account quicker. There's season quests, there's passes where you get rewards, there's all kinds of things in here. Every day in the mail, you're going to get rewards from Arena and all that stuff. But yeah, otherwise, I would say it is. There's also these, like the quests. I'm sure this will disappear eventually. Right now, we have to fight in tournament 5 times, which is pretty easy. But yeah, ultimately it's a really good game. That's right, we forgot about this campaign. There's another campaign, Demon Invasion, where you can use all your heroes, I believe. So that's fun. That unlocks, and then there's also another campaign which unlocks level 80 called Undead Awakening. So there's more. And then there's Runic Journey, which is an area where you can literally click say, how easy is this? Oh my God. You don't have to go to like figure out and remember which area has it. You're like, oh, I need HP runes. Click. There you go. HP runes. You can just fight there. You want armor, you want attack, you want shield, like whatever you want. You can literally just click on that. And then this has its own energy. See the red bottles up here? So you can basically farm for all the runes that you want. Kind of cool, right? But yeah, other than that, like I said, it's a fun game. I would actually recommend it if you have played these types of games. If you're a fan of Star Wars Galaxy, if you're a fan of Raid, if you're a fan of like that type of game, I think you'll really enjoy this game. If you played the Lord of the Rings game and you just kind of got a sour taste from it, like I did, and how dumb that game was. I don't know if it's gotten better. I assume not because I haven't heard anything about it. But if you like that the idea of that game, this is the game you should be playing because it's way better, way more easy. It's easier to start. It's more fluid gameplay. You're not just like beating your head into the wall to try to get heroes. It's very, very calm and relaxing in that sense. So yeah, if you guys have a game, if you guys want a game that is fun and just enjoyable to get away from it for a little bit, this is your game. It's Dragon Champions, Call of War. Um, yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, things you want to talk about, things you want to discuss, feel free to leave a comment below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You help the channel grow. We do a live show every single week, and if you want, you become a member for $1.99 a month. It basically gives you access to all my videos as soon as I post them. You get some emojis, and you get a free video every week with no commercials. Usually behind the scenes stuff that I do in each game, just so I don't, babble with people, even though I do that anyway. And yeah, a lot of fun, and you get my undying affection. All of those things you get. All right, so yeah, this is Dragon Champions Call of War with the coolest hero that has ever been made in the entire world right here, little piggies. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd. And you guys take care.